What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a little voiceover as our software has had some issues. So there's no camera. It's going to be a voiceover style. So bear with me. We're going to get you a free pick like always. But first, guys, we have recently switched our providers over from WAP.com to Winnable.com, and it allows you to get a free trial. So I would consider utilizing that free trial on a Saturday or Sunday, where we have a ton of different plays every single day. We've been absolutely crushing it in the premium channel. So if you guys want to see what we're all about, head over there, get your free trial, use it on once again, a Saturday or a Sunday or even a Monday for NFL, and come rock with us. But if you guys are looking for an analysis, it's going to be a little bit of a different type of video. We have a few things to touch on, a few specific angles in this, basically a top 10 matchup. But we are also going to go over how to use player profit, and we're going to go over some of our premium results. Along with that, guys, we have a promo code that is exclusively available to our YouTube members. And that promo code is going to be Profit50, Profit50, and that will get you 50% off of any package of your choosing. And once again, guys, we have free picks all over the board. We have free picks on TikTok. We have free picks on Instagram. We have a bunch of free picks over in our Discord, and we are red hot over there in the Discord at 16-4. Our last 20 free picks, 16-4. Pretty unreal. But yeah, once again, guys, go over to our Discord, top link in bio. You can sign up for completely free. We actually are doing some remodeling as well. So we're bringing in a ton of new analysts. We're bringing in some of the top guys that I personally know, and that I have worked with in the past. So the value that we are going to be providing to you guys through our Discord is going to be the highest it's ever been. A guy that we just brought on board has won 17 of his past 18 days. It's been absolutely unreal having him on board. And then we also had a record-setting day, which we will get into, where we had the most units as a team gained in one day. But with all that being said, guys, we're going to get into some stats and some trends in this top 10 matchup between Alabama and Tennessee. Overall, it should be a really good game. These teams are pretty decently similar on paper, but the number one important thing is beating the closing line, which we preach every single day, and why it's important to beat the closing line. So as you can see here with this software, we can see where lines open with the DK open tab and then the DK close tab. Our goal, we always preach it, closing line value, is to send all the bets to you guys early so you're able to lock them in early in the week before all the lines move. So as we can see here with Alabama, we're going to get to the Alabama versus Tennessee game here in a second. But if you're beating lines, you have a quantifiable edge in the market, as we did with this Alabama game. You guys can see that Alabama opened at -1.5 against Tennessee, and it quickly dropped to -3.5, even juiced to Alabama at -112. A lot of these books have this line floating at -120 with this -3, but we playing a money line. That is your free pick official money line at -115 is where we got it. I would play it all the way up to -135. But once again, shop your lines. A lot of books are saying stable at this -3 number, but there's still some -1.5s out there, especially on the offshores. It's definitely important to check that. But the majority of these books, like we're seeing right here, have this at -3. So if you guys do want to play this -3 number, that's completely fine. Maybe play it for like a half unit. But once again, we love this spot for Alabama. They're coming off somewhat of a disappointing loss against Vanderbilt, somewhat I mean, absolutely catastrophic. I mean, they absolutely should have won that game. Vanderbilt got them. They were ranked number 1 in the country. But as we can see here with all of these line shifts, Alabama is basically being deflated by the market based on recent performances. They didn't look good against South Carolina, only won by 2. And this is an important trend to take a look at, right? This is Tennessee Volunteers as a dog, and this is a 4-year sample size where the opponent is Tennessee and Tennessee is a dog. So as we can see, this has only a 4 or 5-year lifespan. 16 games have fit this trend where Tennessee has been an underdog. And the record for this trend is 12-4, a profit unit or a profit gain of over 7.5 units. So that is unbelievable. And then an ROI of over 43% just in a 16-game sample size. Now, we talk about an elite ROI being 4.5, 4% in the long run for sports betting. This system's almost a blind tail due to its 43% ROI. Now, once again, this is a smaller sample size, but a lot of this has to do with the psychology going into the game. Tennessee, typically, when they're underdogs, they take a more conservative approach. They like to run the ball, they like to chew clock, they like to hang with teams. And this oftentimes bites them because it forces turnovers. Tennessee's turnover margin when running the ball is one of the higher in the SEC in the past 5 years. And other teams have been able to take advantage of this, as we're seeing here with Georgia, 38-10. Alabama beat them at home last year, 34-20. And these are just a few good examples of the coaching style and the player motivation when Tennessee is an underdog. So that is a trend that definitely holds some weight going into this matchup. Once again, talking about ROIs, just absolutely insane at 43%. Now we'll move over here into some of our results in the Discord. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up in our announcement section. Once again, I talked about us having one of the best days we've ever had as a team, and it's only going to get better once we add some of these newer analysts. So I know this is pretty small on the screen. I'm trying to blow it up. There we go, a little bit. But the StatBets official team, guys, 8-1 plus 8.66 units, only missing the 9-0 sweep by one shot on goal from Connor Bedard. That would have been unbelievable. A 9-0 sweep would have been awesome. But once again, 8-1 plus 8.66 units, also cashing a 2 unit, and those are super rare. Now we take a look at Scott's locks, 7-3. It was actually 7-3. That's a typo. Plus almost 8 units, cashing yet again another 5-unit play in Bub Means over receiving yards. Now, our 5 units are 20-4. 20-4 on the year. We don't miss 5 units very often, and Scott has been a big part of that, cashing in on his last 5 unit. And then myself, I go by Shield as an analyst, but I am 16-10 yesterday, plus 7.5 units, and that is good for a squad total of almost 24 units, guys. Absolutely insane. You will not find those numbers from any other team out there on the planet. 24 units in one day. You basically just paid for a lifetime membership. That made the average member $2,400 just in one day of betting with us. So it was absolutely awesome to have a day like that. And the weekend is only going to get better. So now we'll move over to Player Profit. If you guys don't know what Player Profit is, it is a funded sports betting account. Well, they will fund you to sports bet. All you have to do is you go over to the challenges tab here, and there's specific requirements. So once you sign up and you purchase your bankroll, bankrolls range from $1,000 to $100,000. Once you purchase one of those packages, you have to make 20 units in whatever amount of time you want, right? Without losing 10% in a day and without losing 15% total. Obviously, if you guys want more information on how this works down to the basically exactly how it works, join their Discord, ask some questions, and they will help you guys out. But the goal of it is to find sharp sports bettors that might not have a big bankroll. So as you can see, you can purchase a $100,000 challenge. If you pass the challenge, you get funded up to $100,000. Now, I actually already bet this game, this Alabama game, on Player Profit, but just to show you guys exactly how it works, is it looks like a sports book. It looks like a marketplace. You have all the games, and you're able to select whichever game that you are going to be betting. So we'll scroll down here to Alabama. This line, once again, has been juiced a lot, and we already bet this at that minus 115 price tag. But we have two $100,000 accounts. One of them we've already made $2,000, and one of them we've made $5,000. And essentially, you select your package, then you type in what you want your stake to be, and then you place your pick. If your pick hits, it goes into your challenge status, and all you need to do is make 20 units. So once again, guys, if you have tracked your plays, if you know that you're profitable long term, but you don't quite have the bankroll to be able to bet significant amounts of money, go over to Player Profit, get funded. It is an absolute no-brainer. Best luck as always. See you in the next one.